Hello, 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 hello. Hi there, hey there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be. JOC, KTA, TTV. Quizzy, you have sponsored the stream. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. Quizzy, the puzzler, maker of fine things like multiple alts on Final Fantasy XIV and cutie little boy outfits. Aw, thank you for clappies. Muxiel clapping for the stream. Thank you so much, Muxiel. How are you today, sir? Thank you for playing Overwatch for me last night for a couple games while I did the art thing. Triss is liking the stream. Thank you so much for liking the stream, Triss. It's been wonderful using those commands. I love those commands so much. Those chat redemptions are so good. They all make me very happy. They all make me incredulously happy. I'm going to sign in as Jocktal Molinier, and we're gonna do some rouletties with him. Going to be listening. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the smoochies, bringing us even closer to the big goal for the month. That's very appreciated. We got like 2 days left and like no bits left to do, so I'm pretty confident we're gonna hit that. Thank you so muchies. Hi Nia, how you doing, sweetums? Hey there. Astrid is sad. Hey, Astrid. Welcome in, Astrid. Oh, Astrid has liked the stream. Thank you so much, Astrid, for liking the stream. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I feel like it's a nice little shot of dopamine. Nice little shot of dopamine when you like the stream. It's pretty nice. All right, what do we got? What do we got down here? Just us tall people, huh? Just us tall people, huh? I'm not gonna lie, it would have been, oh my goodness.
Lady underscore Hex was sacrificed to Zodiac 8 months ago. I'm gonna say mean things.
I'm gonna say mean things. Say mean things. Do it. Today's luncheon is a can of V8. That's not a healthy choice, believe it or not. Don't be me. Be better. Actually, I feel like as long as you're like consuming calories, you're doing the right thing. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say that's mean? Say mean things. I'm excited. I want to see the controversy. Let's do this. I'm not a big fan of the government. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Hold on. How do I... Disappointed. There we go. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Okay, you know what? We will somehow make it through this, okay? Also, I hate Windows. Yeah. Also, Bill Gates is in the e-files. So, it's time to switch everything over to Linux. Time to switch everything over to Linux. Windows or wait, house? Are we talking about house Windows or are we talking about Windows like, oh yeah, Windows the OS? Super frustrating. Super frustrating. Hey, Quizzy, I know you're somewhere in the back there by the cake. Do you want to join for roulettes, little boy? Or do you want to remain in the distance? I think I'm going to go as Florida Jocktal today. Look, I'm Florida Jocktal. Look, I even have my glasses. I have my glasses here. Get doted on by an old lady. By an elf lady. Ooh, I said old. Uh-oh. Wonder if I'll get kicked for that. All right. Look, I got my glasses just in case reading becomes difficult at some point. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello, elf lady. Ow! Jesus, she knocked me off the stage onto the couch. All right. I am not even signed in yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll get you on the next one, maybe? Is that what's going on? What is this? He lurking? Oh, what a little cutie lurky boy. Okay. We'll get you on the next one, babes. Let's get Hex on the wheel, and then we will... Ooh, I gotta take these off. I gotta only use these when I'm reading. I can't really, like, look back and forth between things. But I might use them on cutscenes if my eyeballs get too tired. Or... difficult to see things. What am I clicking on new window for? Okay, Hex. Got you on the wheel, baby. Baby. Save to the cloud instead. Save. There we go. Goob morning. Is it? Do you say this on purpose? Goob morning. Hopefully just getting my first coffee of the day. Well, I hope you have a wonderful first coffee of your day and you enjoy. Hey, shorty, she says. Am I still not tall? This is insane. This is insane. You're so mean, Hex. You're so mean today, Hex. All right, let's get Quizzy on the wheel. We have a spicy Hex today. I'm kind of excited. Yes. You ever notice how when I play the Lalafell, we get lots of Lalafell, but when I play the Tall, we get all Talls? I think this should be studied. I think it should be studied. Yes. Tis cute, Kaj. Tis cute. I am kind of a fan of like quirky saying things wrong on purpose thing. Maybe that's weird of me. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. I think we need to sprint, Uriel. So it's like one potato begets more potatoes. La-las attracts la-la. Exactly. It's the la-la law. Would you call it the la-la law of attraction? The la-la law of la-la attraction. Can I be slightly spicy? You can be slightly spicy if you like. Yeah. Lisa and I talk to each other non-stop saying words on purpose, wrong on purpose to be silly. Oh my god. Kaj, you and Lisa do like baby talk in your house. Is this what I'm realizing? Lisa? Hey, Wady. Oh my god, I'm dying. Well, that's cute. I mean, that's really freaking cute. I feel like why not, right? Why not like do stupidly adorable things for no reason? That's fun. That's fun. Well, when you're around people you trust, that's when you do the stupid silly things for no reason. When you're around strangers, if you're anything like me, you stick to the side, you say little, you observe more, and then eventually somebody like notices you, and then like they notice you're quiet, and then it's like a choose your own adventure game for them. Like, are they gonna ask you why you're quiet, or are they just gonna talk to you and introduce themselves? You know, it's kind of fun. People are weird. I got a message from her a minute ago. It said I requested Monday off so I can play Midnight Release together. What just happened? How come we didn't get an alert? Oh, that's why, because it's a stream streak. For a second, I got confused. I thought that was a resub. Quizzy on the, what is that? That's incredibly huge. That's a 75 stream streak. That's spicy streaking. Bringing the heat here with 75. Bringing the heat here. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. May I please have love in the chat for the streakers? I appreciate anyone who is able to redeem like a streak redemption in my chat, let alone 75 streams. That's amazing. That is really cool. You're safe. You're safe from the bubble threats for a while. Cause we haven't needed the bubbles in a while. Isn't that kind of fun? We got a good group here. We got a good group of behaving people, all friendlies. All friendlies. I haven't had a threat in my chat in a long time. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. You're all very well behaved. Except for Hex, she's questionable. You know, her fists are tiny and ineffectual. Even when she's an elf, they're just tiny ineffectual fists that do nothing. And you know, I play into the drop kicks because it's fun, but they don't hurt. It's like getting beat up by your like little baby brother. It's like it means nothing. So I think we'll allow it, you know. If she ever evolves into her final form, we will worry. We will very much start to worry. You know what Nia is? Nia is like the final boss of a game that becomes your friend. Right, Nia? I wonder if she, I can't imagine her reaction while she's listening to all of this malarkey. Oh man. Is my action help on? Gross. Barf. Hello, I have awoken. Hi, Nami. Nami said I have awoken. She's learned how to avoid the dad jokes. Instead of saying I am here or I'm awake. People are avoiding the dad jokes on Jocktal's stream. What are we gonna do? My brand. Despite all my rage, you are still just a rat in a cage. What a good song that is. I think it's time for me to revisit Smashing Pumpkins. They had some serious bangers, didn't they? Like, I know everybody knows 1979, but like, oh my god, the end is the beginning is the end. Stand Inside Your Love. That song about the rat in the cage. Tonight. Just really solid jams. I'll tell you who I was never really a fan of is Bush. Maybe that's weird. Do I have any, like, you know what I noticed is like in the 90s, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but like in the 90s, there were two bands that like if you were a fan of that band, it became kind of central to your identity. It was 9 Inch Nails and Bush. I mean, like people would just like all in on Bush. Like these are, oh my god, I'm so old. Listen, if you're young and you don't know what these two bands are, it might be worth it to go check out some 9 Inch Nails songs, but I would just leave Bush where it is. Yeah, I would give 9 Inch Nails a go, but like you could probably not have to worry too much about Bush. The only thing you need to know about Bush is that at one point Gwen Stefani and he were together. So that's culturally relevant because I think Gwen Stefani is still relevant, right? Among the kids. Nobody likes Bush. I mean, it's kind of true. But oh man. You know, I was a fan of for one whole album, Korn. But I was big into No Doubt. I love No Doubt. And I went to see them in concert once. That was pretty cool. I was also pretty big into Blink 182. I got to see them at, what's the name of that? That like punk festival back in the day. It was like Warped Tour. That's what it was. Oh my god, Kosh, Warped Tour. It has been many moons. Yeah, No Doubt, right? No Doubt was so good. Were you into No Doubt, Nami? I was a big fan of No Doubt. So like I really liked Tragic Kingdom so much. I think No Doubt is the first time I ever remember liking a band's album so much that I went forward and like went to the store to see what other albums they had. And so I got this one album of theirs called the Beacon Street Collection, which is not amazing, but it was definitely necessary for like, I don't know. It was interesting. It was good. They had this one song about eating all the food she likes, and that was kind of fun. She listed a lot of snack food really fast. Probably the first snack wrap that I have ever heard. Snack wrap. Wait, no, I don't mean like yummy fried chicken and mayonnaise in a tortilla from McDonald's. Good music. Do 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 do. Oh, I was trying to select this thing. That stinks. Nyom. Nyom. All right, let's take a look around. What do we got? Mostly craggy rocks and an ocean of, you know, the clouds. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cool platform. This beast tribe is known for having zeppelins. So this is pretty cool. We're up in the air. I guess you think about it, like, it's a pretty neat civilization they built up here. I guess they don't have to worry about falling. Actually, yes, they do. They used to be able to fly, but they can't anymore, if I remember correctly. Lisa! Hi, Lisa. Blame Kaj. Always and forever. Hello, Lisa. I heard you do baby talk together. Oh my god. I've literally never been more jealous of anything in my whole life. Blame Lisa? Wait a minute. Do we have conflicting blaming going on? One of these days, hopefully, we'll get an opportunity to do like Judge Jocktal. I'll get a gavel. No degrees, no actual law, just judgment. I mean, you are pretty great, right? You're pretty great. Yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah, you're pretty good. No, you're pretty good. You're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. Drill. Do 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 do. Ricochet. Sweet. Sweet. Come on over here, peoples. Can you make a popping noise with your lips? Can you do that? Some people literally can't do that. I don't even know if you can hear it. Probably not. I do it a lot. I was realizing that I do it a lot. I was editing a video where I wasn't talking to the camera, I was just playing my game. And I was like, oh my god. And then it was like that butterfly meme. You know that meme where the guy walks outside, there's a butterfly? I was like, is this stimming? Is this... Run. We did it. We did the thing. We did it. We did the thing. GG. GG. Oh, I can never get the commendations out fast enough. Boy, I'm slow at clicking. So I was watching this person click through things and they were clicking. They were just clicking like they knew where to click. They click here, click there, click there. Click, 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 click. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to like look at what I click before I click it. Quizzy. Hey, Quizzy. How's it going, little muffin? How's it going, muffin? You don't have an umbrella. You should stand under my umbrella. How come you ain't got no umbrella? When you double click on a portrait, it will calm them. Stop it, really? Game-changing factoid. Game-changing factoid. It's a game-changing factoid. We've changed the game with the factoid. Nice. There's a reason I'm a mentor. Yeah, that might be true, but you're actually doing like helpful things as a mentor, which kind of disqualifies you for being a mentor. Like, if you really want to be a mentor, you would be sitting inside of newbie chat, just kind of like talking about things. Like talking about like the bagel that you just ate in newbie chat. That's what you would do. But you're doing like super helpful things, which is really weird for a mentor to do. Really weird. She clicks and she knows things. That's what she does. Okay, let's do a ready check for leveling roulette. Ready check. Ready check. I don't know why I like, you know, coming down here so much between roulettes. I think it's just the pattern of it. The tradition, the pomp and circumstance. Long and waiting, how long I've been waiting. All right, leveling roulette. Let's go. I swear I sing this song every now and then. I'll be doing the dishes and I'll be like, turn the light on. Get blue, everyone. Get blue. Copperbell Mines, this is what we get. This is what we get. This is how we roll. We always get Copperbell Mines. Wub, 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 wub. That literally the best sound effect in the whole game right here. I'm so glad we're here, actually, so we get to hear the best sound effect ever. That wub, wub, wub sound. It's unreal. I love it so much. If I truly was a mentor, I would lay on the ground refusing a res because I messed up my opener. Hex, I thought we agreed not to re-traumatize the streamer. Like, I thought we were in this together. Gosh, I think this might have been because I called her fist tiny and ineffectual earlier, so what we're seeing here is karma. Essentially. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love a wub 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 sound. You heard it? Did you hear it? This guy's name is Burkfist. That's kind of a cool name. Burkfist Hext. Burkfist Hext. Why do I feel like I'm saying something dirty in another language? Oh no, not my glare opener. I can't believe you guys are literally re-traumatizing me. Oh no, time to quit. Oh, I hate you all. I hate you all. But I don't. I love you all. So, we got a fun fact from Hex, but I've noticed no one else has given me a fun fact yet today, so I'm kind of like, are we not giving me fun facts anymore? Like, what's going on here? Thought we had more fun facts. Hex has submitted her fun fact for the day. This would require me to remember things. I'm sorry. I'm going to allow that apology because you mean it as a joke. I think. If you mean that seriously, I'm going to throw a stuffed animal at you. Did you know ants and bees evolved from wasps? I did not know that. Is that true? Are you submitting a second fun fact? Like, are you trying to play favorites here? It'll work. It'll work. It won't work. We don't have it. Oh, there we go. It's not working. There we go. Oh, Quizzy had to put it in the thingy first. What a good boy. What a good boy. I gave you the fun fact of Lisa and I being ridiculous. If you think that I didn't know that you were ridiculous, but I will accept it because it involved baby talk and I think that that's cute. I will allow it. Judgment ruled. Kaj has also submitted a fun fact. I will think of another. No, I will allow it. It has been ruled. You may be seated. Oh, man. Of course, this is extremely hypocritical. I don't think I've provided any fun facts today. I don't think I've done... Did you know that the sun is a massive incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace, where hydrogen is burnt into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees? That's a song. It's not a fun fact. It's just song lyrics. How does everyone click on things faster than me? I swear I'm trying. Y'all are so quick at this. It's like you got macros or something. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. This coffee is yummy. But we'll leave it to the bunny boy to switch a switch. Okay. God forbid Jocktal doesn't do one thing. A realm reborn, the quietest quiet you've ever seen. Look at Nia go. What a silly little dancer. Oh, I'm a dancer, and a dancer dances. Realm reborn fight music, my old friend. Where's the pinch? Is the pinch back there? Did we already get it? We already got it. All right, this is cool. Should be another pinch over here. Oh, when we kill the bombs. Okay. Fire sand. I'm gonna go put the sand down. I'm doing things. I did a thing. I did a thing. I did a thing. I did a thing. I deserve carrots. Good job, Quizzy. Do you guys remember how annoying this boss was? How annoying this boss used to be? I swear, I forget what it was, but it was... Look at those flips! Look at those flippies! Look at Quizzy's flippies! That's pretty impressive, little buddy. I don't think I've ever seen a Lalafell do goat yippies before. That was pretty good. You think you died on it when you were a little sprout baby? I remember this boss before the change. Oh my gosh. I was just commenting on that. Before the change. Before the boss went through the great change. Wasn't it something like we had to bring it towards a bomb, or did we have to like explode it with TNT or something? There was something about it. We had to split it in half using something. I picked up the thing. She puts down the thing. I press down the thing. Yes! Shake and bake. Ah! Everything changed. It's no longer the mines. Now it's... the caves. Now it's the caves. I hope we don't meet any load-bearing bosses. Oh my god. I just thought of the best idea for a t-shirt. Load-bearing boss. Put it on a muscle tee. I'm not, yeah, okay, so like, here's the pipeline right now. Oh my god, I can't believe how much progress I've made on my pipeline. I have made so much progress on my pipeline that it's actually like the first time I've ever had a pipeline, and like, the list is getting smaller. But where we're at now is I'm making thumbnails for my YouTube videos. Because, unlike all of my favorite YouTubers, I do the filming and the editing and the thumbnails and the uploading and the marketing and the... So right now what I'm doing is I've got next week's episode of Expedition 33 queued up already. So I'm working on thumbnails right now. Once I get the thumbnails all uploaded, the next thing on the pipeline is, what was it? Oh, I want to film that new format of the Am I Overreacting? Because I want to reassure people that people literally are out there making people feel crazy about their reactions. And the next thing I want to do is, yeah, I want to, while I'm doing that, I think it would be fun to incorporate editing more t-shirts. I have like 4 designs right now on my fourth wall store, but, I kind of want to like redo them because they're not vectored right now. So I don't know how they're gonna look when they come out. Anyway, that's the pipeline. But eventually, yeah, I am gonna do stuff like that. I've got one that says single taken and then a 3rd check mark where it's like obsessed with a fictional character. Emmett Selk did nothing wrong. This isn't worth the XP. I'm too high level for this zone. Things like that. You don't pay my sub? That's a good one. I also want to do, hey, Nami, I know you're sweeping the grass, but if you'd like to join our party. Then there's a, yeah, there's another one that I want to do, like, Fear the Queers. Because I think they should. I think they should fear the queers. I don't think they fear the queers enough. You haven't seen Antifa. Till you've seen the inside of the Eagle at 2 a.m. Fear the queers. And she's down. And she's down. Rest in peace, little lady. Rest in peace, little lady. No, it's okay. No need to panic. No need to panic. Nope. No need to panic, short person. We're fine. I can't believe how tall I am. Quizzy, look how tall I am. You're barely up to my hip. You're so little. Yeah, that's the ticket. Always laugh at her when she's on the floor. Yeah. Wait, I think I'm gonna get punched again with her tiny ineffectual fists. Hi. What do you got? What do you got? You said something about being tall, shorty? Oh my gosh. Did you just pee yourself? Did you let's go on. Let's anyone ready for trials? I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do an R checkle. I'm gonna do an R check for trials. Make sure everyone's ready to go before they retaliate. Isn't this a great family here? You gotta stop peeing yourself. You gotta stop peeing yourself, Nia. You just keep peeing yourself all over the place. You just keep peeing. More pee all over. I can't even believe it. Yeah? I don't want to know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. All right, trials. That's normal. All bunny boys do that. I can't believe you, like, come on. All bunny boys, no, it's totally normal. It happens to every bunny boy, okay? It happens to every single one of us. Look at my fan. Look at my fan of distraction. Look at my gaslighty fan. Well, can you believe how dumb the joy emote? Okay, wait, hold on. Look, we all have to look at this. Look, clear view. Look at this clear view, okay? Watch this. Look how dumb this joy emote is. All right, ready? This is joy. Yeah. He doesn't even like make a noise. He's just like, yeah. Yeah. This family is nuts. I brought the crazies with me. I see someone was channeling their inner Louise from Bob's Burgers with that design. The bunny boy? This is a bunny boy. But I do love that. I do love Louise. Man, that episode where that girl takes her bunny ears. That's craziness. Jojo, welcome in. Good to see you. This is my original character. Oh, you don't date? Oh, we've been binging the entire show. Oh, okay. So you haven't seen the one where her stalker takes the ears. Okay. Oh, it's a good one. What a great show to binge, Jojo. That's an awesome show to binge. You know why I like Bob's Burgers is it doesn't punch down on anyone. It's just a fun show. And I also really like the way that he treats, oh, what's her name? Is her name Cupcake or something? I forget her name. She goes like, blush. It's just silliness. I hate the let's give people shit non-stop humor. It gets old. No, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. That's why I really don't like, that's why I'm not a huge fan of Family Guy. I feel like Family Guy is nothing but like easy punches, I guess, so to speak. There is the occasional like genius episode of Family Guy where Stewie and Brian do like some kind of musical thing. I love the musical episodes. I love the Stewie musical episodes, but that's about it. Family Guy just mean. Just totally mean. I completely agree. And I agree with your use of that word. It is just mean. Family Guy used to be clever, but no, it's just too mean for no reason. Exactly. You got holding conservatives. What happened? Is that what happened? That's cool, Hex. Nice. Okay. Cool. It's what made Family Guy unwatchable to me. Yeah, my husband took my husband a while to get into it, but when he did, it became his new favorite thing. I was the same way. I was the same way. I was strangely resistant to watching Bob's Burgers, and then once I did, I realized, like, oh. You know what's funny is all the shows where they have a character where they say the character is autistic, I mostly disagree with their representation of autism as an autistic person myself. But then you have a show like Bob's Burgers, and you have a character like Tina who's not talked about as being autistic, and yet most closely resembles any actual portrayal of autism I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. How hard would it be to just get like someone actually autistic in the writing room? Give you guys a hint on how to go. It's why Big Bang Theory got old for me in later seasons. I love the show, but non-stop zingers. I'm like, okay, what? Cause somebody took the Big Bang Theory, and someone took footage from the Big Bang Theory and took out the laughing track. Did you ever see that? And they were like, oh my god, Big Bang Theory without the laugh track shows you that this is just a group of people who hate each other, but are codependent. Friends isn't funny. I haven't watched Friends as an adult. I feel like I'm going to leave Friends where it is because I enjoyed it prior to being awakened to the oppressors. I loved Friends. I loved it. It was a really fun show. I bet you anything, if I were to watch it now, I'd be like, what? I had a different take on Big Bang Theory. My day job is being a physicist. Do you like Big Bang Theory, Jojo, being a physicist or not? Oh my gosh, Rita ran a lighthouse? What? Whoa. Who's ready to touch Doritos? I am. I'm ready to touch Doritos. What if we touch Doritos at the Rita ran a lighthouse? Now with more math. What a cool building. Holy moly. Can you... Okay, like, can we take in the sheer size of this? This is like China's... This is like that big city in China that was like built into the other city. This is monstrous. I couldn't conceive of seeing a building this big. Would you call this like a mega structure or something? Like, there's got to be a name for a structure like that. That's nuts. I did not like Big Bang Theory. I think you're in good company here. I don't think a lot of people here liked Big Bang Theory. Oh, you liked earlier seasons of it? It probably had a little bit more heart, would you say? Do you think Big Bang Theory is one of those shows who just needed to end while it was good? They ran out of stuff to say? Yeah, okay. It bothered me when people came to me and started asking if I was a Leonard or a Sheldon. You know, as someone who's never watched The Big Bang Theory, Jojo, and I'm not a physicist, but I'm on the spectrum, I can say that my whole life, even before I was diagnosed, I would say especially before I was diagnosed, I was asked by a lot of people if I had ever seen The Big Bang Theory because I reminded them of Sheldon. And it kind of made me resent the show a little bit. And so I kind of never really watched it. I don't see how I remind people. I have met Sheldons. You are not a Sheldon. I don't see the similarity, honestly. None of you really knew me before my diagnosis. But I'm giving grace to people who have judged me prior. So I don't know. But I will say that I am a much better man now than I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm really grateful for the changes and the progress that I've made. I don't know what kind of guy Sheldon is, to be honest. All I know about Sheldon is that he hyperfixates on subjects. He considers himself vastly superior to others. And he's like unapologetically, he's like an unapologetic mansplainer. I'm at least apologetic about mansplaining. I ask permission sometimes. I'm like, may I mansplain this topic real quick? You are not a Sheldon. We loves growth. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I owe it to the amazing people that I've met on the internet who have taught me so much about the struggles that they face in their lives. I've got to open my perspective on, you know, what other people go through in this world and how my existence isn't singular, etc., etc., etc. You know, not a long time ago, I was scared about asking people their gender pronoun. Now I find it to be one of the most normal things a person can ask to get to know somebody. So it's been fun. I want to stay on the right side of history, and I perceive social progress as the right side of history. And just because I grew up with certain shows saying certain words doesn't mean I feel like I need to like justify saying those words. Like, well, you know, they said the R word a lot when I was watching shows growing up. It's not that big a deal to me. But I've learned the new generation came up with this thing called impact over intent. And so it no longer matters if something's a big deal to you. It matters if it's a big deal to other people in the space with you. And that's, you know, just it is what it is. I'm a he, him, man. I'm a man. I'm a man. My pronouns are dude, bro. Right? That's what they always say, right? I love the ones who say like, I'm just a man. I'm just a man. Yeah, they probably didn't realize what they were asking, Jojo. My assumption about physicists is that they're just people who go to work and then their job revolves around physics rather than, you know, accounting or or massage therapy. And then when they're done with their physics, they go home and they just like do things like dishes. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do go home and all they talk about is Star Trek. So Jojo, what is your favorite season of Star Trek? You know, actually, unironically, I am a huge fan of The Next Generation. We just started watching The Next Generation. Well, I say just started, but it's been about 2 months, maybe. On Friday nights, you can catch us in Discord watching Next Generation. We're on season 3. I think we're on season 3. No, we're on season 4, I want to say. It's so good. Captain Picard is the best captain of the lot. Picard! I'm having a lot of fun with Picard. I might end up watching the show Picard after we do The Next Generation. I'm really, really liking it. And also, I heard that the new Star Trek shows have, like, continued the tradition of multiple diversity and multiple... or, like, infinite diversity and infinite manifestations or something like that. Which was the, like, one of Roddenberry's core principles. I never watched Star Trek. It's pretty cool, Jojo. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it. And you know what the funny thing is it's less to do... You know what I'm finding is it's less to do with space. And it's more to do with humanities. Oh, I just died a lot. I probably shouldn't stand there where like 6 things explode, huh? All in a row. That's probably the ticket. Gotta watch all the movies too. There's movies? Do the movies take place during the show? Oh, fun fact. Fun fact. In the original Star Trek with William Shatner in the 1960s, the character, a black woman named Uhura, and he shared a kiss, and they were the first interracial kiss on television. Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. What year was that? Do you know? Can you give me context for that? Because my parents are an interracial couple, and they faced a whole lot of struggle. $60-something? Yeah, that's pretty foundational then. That's pretty foundational in the 60s. That's pretty cool. I'm glad to hear that. That's a fun fact for Black History Month. Fun fact. Here's a fun fact. When Andrea dated a black guy in 90210, the network executives insisted that they never, ever, ever be seen actually physically touching, in spite of dating. Make it make sense. Here's another one. In Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Joss Whedon originally wanted to cast Bianca Larson as Cordelia, but the network executives weren't excited at the idea of Xander having an on-screen black girlfriend, and so they kind of had him go in a different direction with the casting of Cordelia. You know, but at that point, what does he do? Does he reject doing the show, or does he find another role for Bianca Larson down the line? Like, he had her come in and do another character. I'll just put it that way. It wasn't an accident in the 1960s there were Americans and Russians on the same spaceship. Love that. Ironically, charisma isn't white. Well, okay, so racially speaking, charisma's white, but ethnically speaking, she's not she's not British descent, is what you're saying. What is her, or is she indigenous? What is her racial background? Because phenotypically, she's a white girl. Charisma Carpenter. Like, phenotypically, I'm white, but ethnically, I'm a white Latino Jewish person. But, you know, Judaism is a ethno-religion, so it's not really like a genetic trait. Uh-oh. I mean, systemically speaking and sociologically speaking, there's no form that that lists Jewish as a race. Otherwise, I would have selected Jewish. My mom is Jewish, but you don't. I tend not to say Jews because I tend to say Jewish people. Listen, I totally respect people's ability to identify, but it's sociologically speaking, there's 5 sociological races: white, black, Pacific Islander, Asian, and indigenous. Right. Judaism is what's the phrase? Ethnocentric, ethno-religious identity, ethno-religion. Judaism is an ethno-religion, I think is the phrase. And Israeli is a nationality. Right. I think that's the phrase that's being used now. It's an ethno-religion. I think that's what it is now. Because racially speaking, we're trying to... Because, like, a lot of white supremacists, a lot of, you know, whitey supremacists, a lot of white supremacists want to take away the fact that I'm white. Because for them, it's a purity scale. You know, if you're these shades of white, you're good white. If you're these shades of white, you're bad white. They want to find out what kind of white you are when you look like me. So and that's the thing, Kaj. We don't say we're boring white with no culture. We identify the culture we come from, and we say, like, I'm white of British descent or something like that. That's what ideally what would be like an awesome way to contribute to this kind of conversation, is to not consider your whiteness to be boring and plain in comparison to, like, people's spicy ethnic backgrounds. So, like, one way to deconstruct supremacy is to not consider your own identity boring, you know? Because you have a very, very rich cultural background. It doesn't necessarily make you suddenly British. You know, you're not suddenly going to, like, roam the Highlands of Scotland and wear kilts and, like, you know, do Irish jigs and, like, all this other stuff. But you've probably got, like, you know, actual cultural traditions and things that matter, and that kind of stuff is fun to learn about. Oh, I didn't know we had to destroy those things first. Okay, it's a good thing somebody marked those. Right, so in a weird way, one of the ways that I deconstruct white supremacy is by making sure that I make sure that people know that I'm white. Man. Just because I have a black ancestor, you know what I mean? And just because I have indigenous ancestry, I'm not connected to any indigenous cultures. I'm not subscribed to any indigenous societies. I'm not an indigenous person. And so that's my way of deconstructing, so that people can see how ridiculous white supremacy is by seeing that the people that they're trying to oppress are also, like, so here's another really funny thing. White supremacists say that there were no white people in the halftime show, as if white Hispanic people aren't white. You know what I mean? It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing that people do. It's a funny thing people do. Anyway, so I love that we were able to have this, like, amazing, awesome conversation and no one got upset. Can I just say how much I love everybody? Because conversations like this can occasionally be uncomfortable, and it's okay to be a little uncomfortable sometimes when you're hearing, like, hard truths about stuff. But what I appreciate is that everybody was, like, really intelligent and really awesome. I have insidious bigotries here that are compelling me to shut up. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I think I might be in danger here. Okay, there we go. I like real conversations. That was fun. That was a good one. How did I die? What? What the? Oh my god, that was so funny. That's so funny. Just random boom, you're dead. It was a hate crime. That was anti-gay. All right, divide by 5. I don't gotta do nothing. Have we combined the 14 worlds yet? No, we want to stop that. You've learned nothing. Jojo is signing up with Fandaniel. You know what the worst thing about Fandaniel is? He's not even trying to restore Elpis at this point. He's not even trying to restore the 14 worlds. He's trying to kill all of them. I think Jojo's been taken over by La Brea. I've always wanted to be a good supporting villain who is more beloved than the actual villain. Galleon from Lunar 2. Severus Snape from Harry Potter. Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. He conveniently rescues you from Leo. He conveniently rescues you from Leo. And it's during the fight with him in which Hero claims the power of humanity. So we would just have to come up with another way for Hero to, like, go through his Goku Super Saiyan transformation. And then maybe you're right. But I do like having Galleon there. And I like the idea of Galleon having been resurrected because of a misunderstanding that Zophar had. See, what I think is really interesting is that Zophar understands Galleon to have just wanted to destroy the world, but he didn't realize that Galleon's motivations were rooted in love. Is what I think. Yikes. Golbez in 4. That's a good one. But then their power would come from Althena again. The idea is that they're not getting their power from Althena anymore. Golbez in 4. Golbez in 4. Why don't I remember that one? Indivisible? I gotta go up from 1 to 3. Let's see. I'm trying to think of more characters. I'm trying to think of more beloved enemies that are more beloved than the main characters. That's a good archetype. That's a good trope. That's a really good trope. I gotta make sure to add one of those into my book. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good character to add. Oh, I don't know that one. Enemies loved more than the main villain. So, like, supporting villains that are loved more than the main villain. She says Xenos. Any chance she has. You know what though? Xenos might count in Endwalker. I'm gonna say. Who's the more beloved enemy than the main enemy? Is it Xenos to the Endsinger, or is it the Endsinger to Xenos? You know what I mean? Like, who's the main villain? Is it Endsinger or Xenos? Because technically Xenos is the final boss. Xenos is a bonus boss. Okay, so he's the side character. Endsinger is the boss. Okay. I think I agree. I think I agree with your findings, and therefore they are correct. I have ruled. Okay, someone explain to me the goal here. When it's dust storm, do you stay down because it's gonna blow you around? You see what I'm saying? What's going on here? Oh god, he's about to stompy on me. I'm getting stomped. I got stomped. Okay. So, logic question. Okay. As the resident android, I shall do my best to remain logical. This is a really cool area. I'm just enjoying like sweeping around and looking at stuff. And now we're behind him. White breath? Should I be floating for this one? Uh-oh. Dust storm. Okay, no, I want to be on the ground. Did you do it? Did you do the thing? This is the first time that I'm surviving this. Unless I go yeeting off the edge again. No. I've never not been yeeted before. So in a game where there's a main ending and then there's also like a secondary ending, and if either one is defeated, then the game ends proper, then I would say one is considered the main boss and then one is considered a secret boss. You can only have one main, right? You can only have one lead. No. No, I would consider the bonus boss to be a supporting actor in your Oscars category. Supporting boss. Not main boss. I'm getting stomped. Oh, that was lucky. It has been decided. I have ruled. I'm enjoying this whole ruling and judgment thing. This is fun. You may be seated. Now I know why Charlotte Dobre loves it so much. I just got stomped, man. I just got stompied. Like a knife through butter. Someone used a limit break. Someone smashed him with a hammer. I forget limit breaks are a thing personally. I just never remember that. GG, thank you, Goobs. Remember to like and subscribe. Gross. 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 Well, in that case, that confuses who the main villain is in Diablo. You know, I just think, like, you need to have a clear... I think if a game leaves you wondering... Let me put it this way. If a game leaves you wondering who the main villain is, it's probably not that well written of a storyline. It should be pretty clear who the main villain is. There should be one. There should be one where when that enemy is defeated, world saved. Situation over. You know what I mean? So, games kind of depend on that. If a subquest would have its own lead villain that then related to the central tension of the game, then that would make them a supporting villain. They are supporting the villainry. So we all agree Pierre is a lesser villain, right? I don't know who Pierre is. Keep in mind, I'm seeing a French word, so I'm scared. From Stardew? Oh, gosh. Okay, is Pierre... Wait. I played Stardew for a little bit. You know what the biggest villain in Stardew is? I know who the main villain in Stardew is. It's not Jojo Mart. It's 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning, Hex. 2 in the morning is the biggest villain in all of Stardew Valley. Genuinely. The main boss. Doting on me. Alright, I gotta take a quick bio break, and then we're gonna come back and do the thing where we do normal raids, followed by breaking into the MSQ portion of the game. Go to sleep now or else. You fall asleep wherever you are and money is taken. So, oh, who's doting on me then? So one of the fun things was when I was doing Stardew on stream, I had this viewer named Tetsuya. And anytime that I passed out in the middle of town at 2 a.m., Tetsuya would write into chat. He's just like, coming to take your coins. And he was the person, he would consider himself the one who took all the money that was like lost when you fall asleep in town. It was just a really fun, thing. Quizzy swap? I don't know if Quizzy needs to swap. Quizzy, do you need to swap? That was you, Hex. I saw that. That was you. Do you need to swap? Normal raids next. I saw it. I saw it, Nia. We all saw it. We all seen it. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to put up my timer so you guys have something nice and pretty to look at. This is enough time for you guys to go to my YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. See you soon. Oh, good. Neresis is here. It totally justifies my leaving. And I'm back just in time for the Pharaoh Serious music. I'll take it. All right, Neresis, it's good to see you. Hi, how are you doing? I mean, if you're still here, if you didn't just, like, completely bounce because I was AFK when you showed up, like, you know, whatever. All right, in any case, he'll never know. LOL. Wait, what will I never know? What will I never know? What will I never know? You guys kneeling at each other? You guys celebrating victory? What are you doing? What are you doing? What oh, gosh, you guys are crazy. I have puppy separation anxiety. Aw, Jocktal says he will return soon, but will he? No. No. You guys are so dumb. You guys are so dumb. You guys are so dumb. Oh my god. Will you stop it? Will you quit? I'm gonna go over here with Quizzy, the only person who actually respects me in this place. The only person who actually respects me in this place. Hey Cinder, how's it going? How you doing, Cinder? Alright. That's it. I've had enough of yous, guys. I've had enough of yous, guys. Let's do a ready check for normal raids. Let's do a ready check for normal raids. You guys is going crazy. Do your Moogles, Kupo? Do your Moogles. You're a Moogle. Am I waiting for the ready check still? Yeah, alright. Quizzy! Are you here, Quizzy? You are stupid, and you are stupid, and don't forget, you are stupid. Is that from Dexter? It's a very good quote. You know, guys, I want to quote my favorite friend, Fandaniel. And you, especially you, I want you all to die. Not you, Quizzy. You're a good one. You're a good one. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Good afternoon, handsome. Aw, thanks, Dave. You're such a charmer. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing, you little charmer? My camera was on. My face My face forward camera was on and I picked up my phone and I looked like Ursula rising up out of the ocean like oh my goodness. So they're doing the Moogle dance up on stage, which is kind of fun, I suppose. This guy don't got the Moogle dance? No, this guy, no, I don't have the Moogle dance. You're right. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? You believe these people, Quizzy? You believe these people think they got like superiority over me because they know how to do a dance? Stupid, huh? Stupid, huh? You know what? You know what? You know what I can do though? You know what I can do though? Ladies dance. Do the mambo? I don't know if I can do the let me see. Manderville mambo? No, I can't. I can't. I can do the I can't. I can't even do the Manderville mambo. Wait, did somebody answer recently what Charisma Carpenter's ethnicity is? I didn't notice if someone did. If I shave my beard, will I have as many chins as Ursula? Oh my god, will you stop? Do you gain magical abilities? Do you gain her magical abilities? I have my own magical abilities. Dave is a wizard. Dave is absolutely a wizard. That was a nice amount of damage on that drill. My goodness. You have the magic of Skibbity Riz? Oh my gosh. Isn't that the bad one? I think that's the bad one. And also, I don't think the kids are saying Skibbity anymore, Dave. I think we got to let that one go. I truly do not know. Oh, she's Hispanic. So charisma is Hispanic, French, and German? That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. She's on my team. Uncle Boomer out here saying Skibbity Riz. I'm saying it like, listen, I'm trying to learn, okay? I'm trying to learn what the youths say. All right? I'm not trying to like say it. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand, okay? I know it's beyond me. What's that line from The Simpsons when he's like, I used to be hip. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now, what it was isn't it anymore, and what's it is weird and scary. I'm an Uncle Millennial, fuck boomers. That's what they call all of us. That's what they call all of us, man. And you know what the thing is the kids these days are so much more ageist than we were that it's gonna hit them like, it's gonna, when they, oh my God, when they're 40, they're going to freak out. They're freaking, do you realize kids these days are freaking out over 25? That's way too young to be freaking out. They're talking about their quarter life crisis now. They're gonna have a really tough time with 30. They're gonna have a up time with 40. I heard someone say, "Oh, you're 25. You're so old." I was like, And the thing is, it's like, I don't feel oppressed. I'm not talking about, this isn't like, oh, they're ageist, I'm impressed. I'm literally here laughing at them because I'm like, okay, yes, young people, you're teaching me a lot of stuff, but this floor is gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit you hard because the floor is rising. And you're gonna... Oh my God. I'm 27, old. It's why I learned when I was younger, don't engage in reversible arguments. What? What does that mean? Like, don't hate on something that you're gonna eventually become? Those poor kids. I'm old enough that it bothers me if it's any... I'm old enough it bothers me if it's any consolation. What do you mean? When I played WoW, we all used to make fun of our mage class for being ancient. He was 32. How's that karma sitting? How's that karma sitting? Daddy Dave. I mean, I worry about more mortality. I can understand that. I can't really help with that because it's kind of like one of those things where it's like you're supposed to worry a little bit, but it's supposed to be a motivator, not a destabilizer. Yeah, don't hate on something that is very easily reversed on you. Yeah. Yeah. They think you're too old if you were born in a year that starts with 19. Oh my God. That's okay. They're allowed to think that. It's just that when it gets to the point where people were like, oh my God, you've been around since the turn of the century, right? You were alive during the Trump years? You're so old. Like, because when they're studying the Trump years in school, people are going to be like, teachers, and they're going to be like, nah, they're going to be like, so I was born in 2010. So I was alive during the Trump years. And they're going to be like, oh my God, you were alive during the Trump years? That's so old. Get me off this planet. When I was a kid, I was crazy awkward, so I mostly get along with older people. Now that I'm 45, I still look younger than half the people at any bars in this town. It's very true. That's very true, Dave. Dave was in San Francisco a week ago, and they went out with all the younger gay bars. We're calling him Daddy. He's 31. It hurts. It hurts. It causes you genuine stress. That's a problem. Right. So, yes. It's just, yes, that is true. It's just a matter of trying to rewire that stress response. Funny you think there are going to be teachers by then. Oh my God. Remember when we used to have a Department of Education? This country used to have a Department of Education. We used to have a Department of Education. So I'm just going to say it that way. We used to have a Department of Education. It was considered government excess. It was considered government excess. Just so you know, we used to have a Department of Education and it was considered government excess. All right. So thank you everyone for this amazing roulette. That was genuinely one of the best conversations I've had during roulette. So we've been having a few of these conversations recently, which has been super fun. I like a little bit of intellectuality with my games. Then we handed it over to Linda McMahon to wind down. Oh no, I don't know that reference, and I feel like maybe I should. At least Daddy is kind of a compliment. If they call him Grandpa, he'd be in trouble. You guys already call me Uncle Boomer at this point. You know what? I think if I were to start putting on the glasses and stuff. Oh, I thought they just dismantled. I thought they just the CEO. Muxio with this. The CEO. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so okay. So I thought you meant the CEO of the Department of Education. Wait, she's the CEO of the WWE? Oh my God. Okay, no, but I thought you were making a joke that she's the CEO. Nia, I'll see you around. Pet. I thought you were saying that she's the CEO of the Department of Education, and I was just like, could you imagine if he starts naming people CEOs of governmental departments? Like, literally. A new administrator could undo this. Technically, it would only take an act of Congress to destroy the Department of Education. She is limiting as much as she legally can. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, when you de facto defund something, it kind of... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a very big technicality, and good for them. Oh, I almost started MSQ on Jocktal. That would have been funny. We gotta switch characters to not tall. We gotta switch characters to not tall. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, hopefully she wrestles with that educational budget. You know what I mean? Pew, 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 pew. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Gotta be not tall. It's lunchtime for Nia. What's for lunch? Oh, enjoy your food lurk. I hope you have a wonderful food lurk. Yummy, delicious food lurks. Yeah, Vince McMahon, who owns the WWE, is her husband. All I know about Vince McMahon is I've got a folder of images of him on my computer for when he, for some reason, decided to make a lot of male wrestlers literally kiss his butt. And I just think that, so I pull that out anytime that somebody idolizes wrestling. For the sake of toxic masculinity, I say, is this you? And it's kind of fun. Is this you? I've heard stories of people remarking to like having to be around there when he did that. And they just say it's really awkward and weird. I can imagine that being really awkward and weird. How did the Allegans tell these godforsaken things apart? As I suspected, the node will not acknowledge my authority to issue it instructions. Alright, well, I guess it's me and my magical vial filled with Grahatia's blood to the rescue. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? Yes. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by a chief technologist and members of the royal family. Or those with a vessel full of blood, perhaps? Yoink. It's so weird. The crystal literally looks like it's been stabbed into someone's forehead. It looks like red lyrium. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Estinian Wormblood. He smiled. Very funny. But if that thing speaks my name, I shall see that it never speaks again. Use your own, not tall Jocktal, in case you've forgotten. Username changed. Welcome, not tall Jocktal. You may operate in the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. My name is Estinian Wormblood. Unable to disengage restraints of specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. Oh my god, a system update? What are you, Origin? What are you, BattleNet? A system update? What are you supposed to asking of us? To smash it to pieces. Now that I do understand, you can go first. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to a central control system. However, I'm unable to establish a link to said system due to obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So this thing can release its restraints or not? It can, but only once it's received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll just float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected, initiating placation protocols. I'm here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. I like that the robot changed its gears. It was just like, oh, you're upset? Here. Let me help you understand, babe. There's a super hot wrestler who is a heel, known for being a character in interviews. At a recent crowd was chanting that and good, and he gave a look in support that cracked everybody up because he never breaks character. Oh, I see. Oh, the crowd was chanting F ice, and he gave a look in support, and it cracked everybody up because he never breaks character. Well, that's pretty funny. Listen, even I silence is compliance. The restrainment node stands poised to land a hand, figuratively speaking. Silence is compliance. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm no longer considering my place like a safe space for non-political people. Like, I don't think there should be safe spaces for non-political people anymore. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Oh, thanks, Dave. Oh, man, I really liked your content, but then you started getting political. Then you never really liked content. All right, what's going on here? Do we go down here to the entrance? No. Well, I'm not getting like, yeah. Anyway, okay. So do I go down there? No. Do I have to go through that? Maybe I have to go through that door. Is that door open? No. Let's go around. Just around the river bend. Society warped the idea of safe spaces. Yeah, it might have. What on earth? This is the game has gotten me. The game has gotten me. I don't see how to do this. What am I missing, chat? Help me. I think I'm actually lost. Because it doesn't look like it can go in here. Saying you are non-political is toxic privilege? Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to some people recently because there was like this so I started like swiping on Facebook dating, right, Dave? And there was this guy whose profile said that he works in government, but he was non-political. And granted, somebody pointed out government workers exist. And I was like, that's true. But I still think that, like, especially if you work for the government, being non-political, like, it's so indicative. Enter from the other side, giggity? Okay. It also outs you as siding with the status quo. And that part right there, right? Like, you're basically saying you're okay with the, you're okay with the way things are. Like, you're fine with this. And it's like, no, I didn't say I was fine with it. I said I just don't really, like, think about it all that much. It's like, right, because you're fine with it. That's cool. Where the hecky do we go? This is the weirdest thing. Do I have to go up to go down? Like... You weren't allowed to discuss your politics until very recently. Really? All right. This is so weird to me because I don't recall having this difficulty before. Do I have to go down this hole? Is this a hole? Bro, Bro. What is happening here? Don't go down the hole. Okay. All right. Access the flagship terminal. Fam, this is weird. This is really weird. Do you have to walk to do it? No, you can't really dive down there. This is super nuts. If anybody wants to come like hold my hand and show me how to do this, this is pretty nuts. I'm just gonna like really walk around here. Let's just keep going. There's the flagship. But the oh, okay. You guys look. I swear, I have a lot of like really positive qualities. Like I have so many positive qualities, you wouldn't even believe it. The most positive qualities. The sense of direction might not be one of them. Yeah, well, there's a difference between saying you're non-political on a dating app and then also using your position of power in order to oppress people you don't agree with. So, while during work one should be apolitical, when you're on a dating app, you should probably... You were right next to it and you flew away. No, that other wall was empty. I refuse to believe you. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Software version 420.24.769.67. Errors detected in data management system. Estimated time for required update, 5 years and 1 day. Oh my god, this is Origin. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's resist trains instead? The proposed method is indeed an option, but please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update. My instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will change that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we should be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell it if we've made any progress. This is a cool shot. This is a cool shot. Look at the lighting in this room. Like with the background being all like hazy and bubbly. This is nice. Oh, it's an iPhone. Right, but my original claim was that it was inappropriate for a person on a dating app to claim to be non-political, not for a person in a government position in general. So that's all I'm saying. Like, sometimes I just don't like the point to get too far off track because I'm not making a blanket commentary on how government officials should behave. Although they shouldn't be bigots. I mean, just, you shouldn't be a bigot, obviously. Bare minimum, the bar is in hell. While you're working as a government official, please don't be a bigot. You can make your opinion known on your private, personal life and your conversations with your friends, but I probably wouldn't publish anything like on Facebook or social media or anything that's going to cause a, you know, conflict of interest. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via Link Pro once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you leave the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Just don't be a bigot. The bar is in hell. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there's something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between men and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touched turned to ash, and thus you have made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try to reach out to him too? No, I'm gonna end that man. No, no. I will try yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. I mean, I can get down around that too. But perhaps the difference is that between you and me, you see the good in people. Even if it's the faintest glimmer, I only see that you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. It's ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Ah, that was a really fun storyline. Yet the fact remains that there are always some who view compassion as weakness to be exploited. And there may yet come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. You can be a terrible person, just don't be a terrible person to other people. Oh, that's smart. That's really smart. Oh, so now we have new corporate euphemism for customers and they're aging out. Oh no, they're aging out? That's what the Zoomers call me. That's what they say I am. They say, why are you on a children's app? You're aging out. No, I'm just kidding. No one's actually ever said that. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. No, I'm on there to learn from the kids, not to post content anymore. At least not for now. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alsuno has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. I learn a lot from the youth these days, and like, I believe that children are our future. You teach them well and let them lead the way. If you show them all the beauty they possess inside, you know, give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Sorry, that was that was Whitney Houston. That was but are the kids all right? No, they are definitely not okay. So if I may, what is your opinion on intra-party political beliefs? I think that the political party system exists insofar as to create a compromise structure in government, but it should never really dictate a person's individual beliefs. A person can be more aligned with one political party or another, but having beliefs that span from one party to the other should be considered normal, provided that the beliefs that you share in commonality with the Conservative Party aren't those of like valuing systemic oppression, using racial structures in order to justify treating people differently, etc. Estidian told me all as well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alfino's absence that he is needed elsewhere. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. That's literally me talking to like a whole bunch of people sometimes. That sounds horrible, but hey, you did it. While you were off talking to nodes, Grahatia and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leads strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. Okay. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. So we need like doses. I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Definitely. Definitely. Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints, ethereal dampers. Disengage. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Neresis, I agree with that. Such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten? Of war with men and a lag? Wheretofore do such baleful memories return to me now? Because you're no longer tempered, my friend. Could it be that the process of restoring our soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? Oh, if so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Jocktal, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Oh, that actually makes sense. Jojo, I recognize, like, while I would love to see a socialist candidate at the top of the ticket, I recognize that right now it's kind of unlikely. It's unlikely. It's very unlikely. And I would love to idealize third-party candidacy. It sounds like a wonderful idea, but that sort of thinking is the kind of thing that lends credence to a unified community of conservatives to take the lead, even though they're not the popularity. Even though they don't hold popularity, they can take the lead because one half of the spectrum of progressives is split between, well, I'll never vote for Hillary because she's, you know, liberal. She's just a liberal. She's not progressive enough for me. So they'll vote for someone who's extremely progressive, but who has no chance of winning. And so that kind of thing leaves a... So the thing is like, one day we may be able to like consider third-party candidacy a valid option, but right now you have to choose... Right now you have to choose between red pill or blue pill. At this point, at this juncture, you have to choose between red pill and blue pill. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's great. But every now and then we do get a Joe Biden or President Obama under which red hat people should have been very content. Joe Biden produced more oil than any other president has ever produced, ever, in the history of humanity. So it's they should be happy with him, but they can't be. They can't because Sleepy Joe. You know what I mean? So it's like it's one of those things. One of those things. Okay, so we're going to now talk to Tiamat and see like what memories come out. Let's see what memories come out of Tiamat. Don't let perfection be the enemy of the good applies. Perfect. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, Neresis. Yes, it's laying down dead during the whole trial because you messed up your opener. Is what it is. Yep, pick slip. Right. You guys, we're in total agreement here. And I feel like more people need to hear that because there's this obstinance of like, well, I'm only going to vote for the third party, and then one day we'll get enough people to vote for the third party. It's like you're splintering the progressive vote. It's horrible to see. It's horrible to see. Tell me of your war with the men of Elag. We already know a lot about Bahamut and the Asians, so I want to know more about the war that Tiamat had with the people of Elag. But that was a great conversation. This is a great conversation I'm having. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures, not content with their own lands. They brought fire and death to Mericidia, our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of man, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest. Into the trees, surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlian scholar Rurusha. She posits that the man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale of Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. Meet me in the middle, says the unjust man. I don't recall what that's referring to, but what I will say is that being internally radical does not mean that your vote has to be thrown away on a party that has no chance of success. We have a better chance of initiating change through progressive political candidates that actually stand a chance of victory, like Kamala Harris, rather than voting for a third-party candidate that's going to detract from Kamala Harris's potential to win the election and end up giving the election to somebody corrupt and blatantly racist and misogynistic. When the first children of man arrive on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. It's a valid fear, and so they kept their distance. So did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren who divided vast lands among themselves. Colonizers. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller of their share came to be seen, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Colonizing. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, this land knew peace once more. Oh, wow! So dragons provided the first international government? That's pretty cool. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to an end. For the man of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heed to envenomed words of the Asians. The rest thou knowest all too well. Oh, she's sleepy. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Asians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. I'm changing my political party to dragon now. Our president is known as the Dragon Master elect. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatments fail, run. Valid warning. Valid warning. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over. She does not like Estinian at all. I never realized how much Alice does not like Estinian. Keep going, Alice. The magic's working. She's like, when this is over, I'm going to whap that man upside his head. For all its flaws, I think the parliamentary system here in Canada does a decent job. If a party has the most seats, but not a majority of the seats, the other parties can cooperate to hold them in check. I think that's what the idea of political parties was, is the idea that no one should ever get everything that they want because it will lead to unchecked growth in any given direction. Checks and balances does afford for slow and regulated social progress. That's one of the things that people asked President Obama in an interview recently when they said, why didn't you immediately go after people that were listed in the e-files? Why didn't you go? Because your Justice Department had information, so why didn't you do these things? And he said, because presidents should not be weaponizing individual governmental departments to achieve personal political gains. He's just like, I was letting the Justice Department do the Justice Department things. It's like, I was letting Congress do Congress things. I was suggesting social change and programs, and then Congress, elected by the people, determines what level of social progress is allowed to move through. He's like, a president should never single-handedly enforce change on society that society itself is not voted for and is ready for. And that's the kind of government that I appreciate, which is why I'm not like burn it all down and start over from scratch, because every time you do that, you end up creating a power vacuum that has to be filled in by another power structure that ends up being invariably corrupt again. So I'm more about slow, incremental social progress, and then having internal feelings of radical beliefs. And doing my own personal deconstruction, the work I have to do on myself so that I'm one less effed up person in the world that other people have to interact with. While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. And while I've only given it a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Grahatia, this will work. So we have to contribute now as well. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say you may only take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. All right, here I go. That's interesting, Neresis. That's fun. It's interesting to see the social impact that the United States is having on the world. It seems like the rest of the world is responding by leaning more progressive in response to counter the evils that are coming out of the United States. We're fixing a dragon. We're Ooh, our voice is too low. There we go. Yeah, Jojo? That's pretty funny.
This is it, Angelo.
Love to see it. Go Canada. Okay, that was cool. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Right, that part. What did you call me, Dave? Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken to my call, we will fly together once more. But should you not, I will grant you peace. Better to die than to live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know. And I shall do as I must. Jocktal.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time. Do it, and let Let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Trudeau is dating Katy Perry. I can't think of anything more manufactured in my entire life. Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise. I like that we freed Tiamat. That's really cool. Why don't I remember this at all? Another DDoS? Cinder? Really?
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way.
What did he say? What did he say? World's sexiest man? Ah, okay.
He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
So we gotta go to Pogglethon.
Did you hear all that, Alpha? No. You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Same here, Neresis. Yeah, I haven't noticed it for a while. Oh man, Katy Perry has done everything she can. She's done everything she can. You know, Katy Perry is the example. If you ever want to look at what marginalized people consider performative allyship, just look at Katy Perry. I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. While I'm sure you're desperate to join Astidian and Tiamat in battle, 'twould be wise to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Are we gonna do like a big battle of the Scions? Hold on, let me put on my Dragoon armor. Unable to apply glamour plates here? Boo. Boo! There should be an item where you could drop it so that you could do temporary glamour changings. With Lunar Bahamut bound for Pogglethon, Grahatia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. I don't remember this portion of the game at all. Like, not even a little bit. This is completely new to me in my mind. I'm having packet loss right now? Boo. I hate this. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. She's not deep, no. No, she's not deep, but what she tries to do is perform depth. So, like, going to space and just talking about how it's one of the most meaningful moments while also, like, touting merchandise. And, like, being all about women's world, it's a women's world, while making music with a guy who is a known, like, offender against women, just to phrase it that way. And, like, it's just the, oh my gosh, Quizzy's in a chicken head. Quizzy's in a chicken head. What's up, Quizzy with the chicken head? What's up, chicken head Quizzy? How you doing? And then, like, coming out of the space thing and kissing the ground and saying it's like the most meaningful thing she's ever did. It was like so, oh my god. She performs depth. It's so bad. It's so bad. I could see her manager being like, let's find you a hot politician to date. What do you think? And her being like, that is such a good idea. She's like, you know who's kind of hot right now? Justin Trudeau. Like, I can see that happening. Okay, now, I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say the Telophoroi have other plans. Paglthon is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Tarupin at the head. That's Pippin! Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It is good to hear that the Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? It's the TikToker. Get ready with me while I head out to rule Ul'dah. Your Grace. Marshal Tarupin has made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the Syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other Alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Paglthon. Yet even with our combined strengths, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any sign of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it's incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Jocktal and others like him shouldn't have to bear the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, incalculably so, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of Scions, however, I believe they will face rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. We're not looking for upgrades. We're looking for men who don't assault women. Category is men who don't assault women. I meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless you and keep you. The bar is in hell, ladies and gentlemen. The bar is in hell. Date age appropriately and do not assault anyone. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may yet be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do so at her Grace's request. Lest we forget, Ehrenwald and Ferodola are in Paglthon on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed. To the airship, then. I still hear the Brentalfloss version of this song in my head whenever I hear this song. Brentalfloss ruined this song for me in like 1999 when the internet was new. No, when did Brentalfloss do all that music? It had to have been at some point early on. That's a good Quizzy. I love that Quizzy's just sitting there with a chicken head on. Chicken boo, what's the matter with you? You don't cluck like the other chickens do. You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you are not a man, you're a lalafell. Alright, we gotta go to the airship landing. I'll take men who don't assault women for $200, Alex. I'm saying like really, like, how hard is it? Oh my god, like, it's insane. It's like we have to start completely from scratch. It's like we have to start from Tom Holland down. Anyone before Tom Holland, I don't trust you anymore. If you're not Tom Holland, you've probably assaulted a woman. Probably. If you're not... Anyone pre-Tom Holland done? We're done with you. We're starting Hollywood over from scratch. I'm sorry. We're only accepting female directors now. Greetings. We've been expecting you. But say the word, and we shall depart for the Pagelthan at once. Pagelthan now accessible. Ooh, I have a duty? I have a duty. Guys, I have a duty. I have a duty. If you'd like to join the duty, do !join. I think Tom Hanks is safe. Is Tom Hanks safe? Has Tom Hanks had a thing? Maybe it's a Tom thing. Has Tom Hiddleston been accused? It's not a Tom thing because Tom Cruise. Has Tom Hiddleston been accused of assaulting women? No, and he does play a bisexual, you know, he does play a pansexual god. Like, he does play a pansexual, gender neutral, like, gender non-binary god. All right, Tom Cruise is a thing. Tom Hanks seemed pretty okay. I was scared when Tom Hanks announced that he had COVID. I was so ready to, like, I was so scared. I was like, oh no, Tom Hanks. Not Tom Hanks. That was a scary moment. Quizzy, there you are! I knew if I held out for just a little bit, you would be here in time. As soon as he's done unlocking the dungeon, he'll join, I'm sure. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Are you ready to do the dungeon with me? Got join the party. I think Tom Hanks is good. If you write him a letter, he may reply with a handwritten one from his typewriter. Wait, handwritten? Oh, hand typed. With a hand typed one from his typewriter. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. That's really adorable that Tom Hanks will do that. I thought it could be fun to type him a letter on my own typewriter to see what he says. That could be really neat. Like, hey, Tom Hanks, here's my handwritten letter. It would mean a lot to me if you used the back of my letter to write your letter. I already invited you to the party. You got to join the party, Quizzy. You got an invite in there somewhere. You got to join. You got to press join. Chicken Boo? Chicken Head? Hey there, Chicken Head. Would you, stop taking a picture of me and join the party. The U.S. government has no credibility, so they asked to borrow mine. Tom Hanks, The Simpsons movie. Oh my god. Look, the shoe bill is judging. The shoe bill is judging. You need to join the party, Quizzy. You need to join the party, Quizzy. Oh yeah, you know what? Pedro Pascal is pretty good too. All right, so we're building a list of men that we're allowing to be role models for other men. That's what we're doing. Let's do this. Let's build a list of appropriate male role models. Number 1, Barack Obama. Number 2, Tom Hiddleston. Number 3, Tom Hanks. Number 4, Tom, the one from Spider-Man that I'm having an Alzheimer's moment. Pedro Pascal. I don't know Diego Luna. I don't know who that is. No, they need to be documented deconstructing toxic masculinity. I need to see them documented on camera tackling preconceived notions of what it is to be a man in Hollywood. Like Pedro Pascal going on dates and being physically affectionate with men in public, regardless of whether he's dating them. Beautiful. Perfect. Thank you, Pedro Pascal, for normalizing male affection. Diego Luna is the guy from Rogue One. Okay. Is he the one who plays that in the Disney show? I need to finish that one. Guys, I need help with my Alzheimer's moment right now. Can you reconnect me to the name of the Spider-Man character? Tom, what's his name? Holland. Thank you, Tom Holland. Yeah, and he plays Cassian Andor. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I could like feel my brain fuzzing out there, and I just needed it to be resolidified. I appreciate you. They made a dungeon out of Pagelthan? That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I love a bouffant. I love a bouffant. Pedro Pascal is sexually vague, but he's a huge proponent of equality and has a transistor. Oh. Once again, simply knowing trans people makes you a better person. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Simply knowing trans people increases the quality of humanity you are. I probably shouldn't have played this character. I don't know that my... Oh, yes. No, I'm fine. And Tom Holland with Spider-Man. Yes, thank you so much for reminding me, everybody. Cool music. Dave Bautista? He was kind of a crybaby about, Guardians of the Galaxy, but what did he do? How did he deconstruct masculinity? Oh, he made that video, right? On Jimmy Kimmel or whatever? He did that thing on Jimmy Kimmel where he said something where I think he called like RFK a little bitch or something. Gotta grab lunch now. I'll be back when I can. Have a great lunch. Thanks for the great conversation, Jojo. This is a fun category. This is a fun category because you know what we could do? We could make this list and then we can look back at it 5 years later and see who we need to remove because they had us fooled. Oh, that's one thing. That's one good thing. I will say, Dave, you know comic books, right? So I will say they really nerfed Drax in those movies, didn't they? And he's a member of the original Infinity Watch team, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure he beat Thanos in a hand-to-hand combat. But he was a little bit of a crybaby about it. Yikes! Okay. I think he did such a good job with the characterization that they gave him. The writers really nerfed Drax, but he did such a good job with the characterization that he was given. He did so good with it. Oh my gosh, the level of literalness that he would take the comments and be like, no, nothing goes over my head. My reactions are too fast, I would catch it. Like, he's just a genius. The way he delivered those lines was so good. So good. In a large way, he set the tone for the Guardians movie. His Drax character kind of really helped to set the tone. It takes itself seriously, but it's funny. Just like Drax. You know what I mean? I love that character. Fusebox was tripped. On the way back now. Did I lose you? Oh, I see what happened. I should try to maybe use my ability to heal myself here. Stay out of my lightning bolt. Oh man, there's no way to dodge that, huh? That would explain a few things. Oh wow, he's using a Phoenix down. I don't have any way to regain my health yet. I don't have limit break on this. Oh, we don't have limit break. Okay. I'm gonna use all my strong abilities. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that. Thank you for res. Wow, that was nuts. He was also fantastic in Knock at the Cabin. Knock on the Cabin, huh? We can probably pull without them. Worth a shot.
What took you so long?
Worth a shot. Is that the Azure Dragoon? Yes, it is. It's me, the Azure Dragoon. Incredible. And Tiamat, huh? Well, that's pretty cool. Second win, and yeah, they were both on cooldown though. Yeah, I should have been more clear with what I was saying, but yeah. I didn't have them available to me at the time. So it's called Bloodbath. And it does like damage, like life leech. What's up, Shanks? How you doing, buddy? Nice. Quizzy's back! Yes! Oh, I'm definitely not that old. Hey, Capwell! Can we now use, glad that we can use Phoenix Downs for more than just one. Yeah, it's useful in a pinch when the healer is otherwise indisposed. Yeah, or like when their fuse box trips out and they have to get back into the dungeon. Very cool. Very cool. The warrior did resurrect me, which I thought was pretty cool. And by warrior, I mean Gunblade. Hey, we're hanging out with Emmerich and Lucia. I just realized. Hey, guys. All right, they're going to see to the wounded. All right, everybody. That should give us a moment's rest.
Oh, no.
Help is on the way. Please hold on a little longer. Whoa. Whoops. Oh man, are we literally fighting alongside Tiamat? This is so cool. I don't remember doing this at all. We're literally like, I'm getting goosebumps. But they're called Tilo dragons. Tilo means end, if I remember anything from Triss's lesson yesterday about the Tilophoroi. So that would mean these are the end dragons. Tilo dragons, the end dragons. Good was my main job. I had to level Monk for second wind, or maybe it was the interrupt. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys had like secondary abilities that you learned, huh? Miserable curs. I resemble that remark. Oh, that was cool. Who did that? That was like the Amalja. Okay. Did we do a good amount of damage? I feel like I did... Okay, I feel like I did okay. I should probably save some of my more powerful abilities for that thing, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow, that was close. The only reason I have any levels in that class shall not be named. Does it kill you that you have levels in classes that you don't need anymore? Like, does it just... Do you wish you had a flawless character sheet? Yikes! Things you say in a boss fight or a third date? Funny. Alright, let's see if saving my powerful things for the boss fight worked. Did a lot of things. Yeah. Well, he could have all jobs to 100 like I do. I mean, he could. He could. As far as Shanked is concerned, though, I feel like Shanked feels like he does have every job to level 100. He doesn't know what you're talking about, and then you sound crazy right now because the only jobs that exist are the ones that he's done. The only... You sound crazy right now. Yeah. I guess that's true. I mean, I looked around Mordona at all of that content there, and I was just like, man, this is just so much stuff. This is so much stuff. Mordona has the most uh-oh. I think we got DDoSed. You guys. Wow. Whoa. Tiamat just broke our connection with the server. Tiamat just broke our connection to the server. You jinxed it, Neresis. Literally jinxed it, Neresis. Can't even believe it. Can you believe it? Let's look at the photo that Dave sent me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Want to say it's fine on my server? Oh, no. Well, it is what it is. The stream didn't fuzzle out, so it doesn't seem as if it was an internet issue. Am I here on my own? Looks like I'm here on my own. Oh, I gotta take one of these dragons down. Okay. Everyone else was fine. It's usually by data center. Ah, there you go. This is pretty dope. Yeah, this is really cool. Cool. The Telotherium. Lunar Bahamut. And Tiamat. Istinian is riding her. That's pretty dope. Ooh. He was using Nordstrom. Lunar Bahamut has like such little arms. Whoa. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Okay. The other Bahamut. How many Bahamuts are we gonna fight in this game? Hey, Quizzy. Let's go, buddy. Let's go, buddy. Tiamat softened him up for us. It's the only reason how we're gonna win. Tiamat definitely softened him up for us. This is a team effort here. This is a joint effort. Guys, I heard you like Bahamut, so I'm gonna put more Bahamut in this game. We're gonna get another Bahamut fight. We're gonna get, because now we need Astral Bahamut. Yeah. That feeling that you, when your skin is so dry that if you use lotion, it burns. Do you have eczema? That sounds like when I have eczema. Nah, that can just happen in places that are not Florida. Really? Your skin just gets dry? What if you go outside and just absorb all of the moisture from the air? Is that a Florida thing? Calling it now, if we ever go to Mericidia, we'll end up fighting some kind of shade of Bahamut. Oh yeah, definitely. Prize and skin issues. I'm so sorry to hear that. What a great fight. Holy moly. Dragoon has so much going on in terms of chaining abilities together. I don't know if you've never played Dragoon, something that's pretty cool to note is that their rotation never ends. The end of the rotation begins a new rotation. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that happened. We fall. They just removed some of our rotation because they said it was too much? Really? My forehead looks like it's mid-chemical peel. Holy moly, are you serious? That's awful. I'm so sorry that's happening. Ooh. Chalky at times? It undermines my vanity a lot. Oh, how dare... You know what, Astrid? You're just so beautiful. They had to nerf you somehow. They had to nerf you somehow. They just removed some of our rotation because they said that we had too much. I like the big, long rotation. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Use lotion to fight it, but I don't touch lotion daily. It gets bad. The cold, dry air will ruin your skin fast. Wow. Never really lived in anywhere dry that long to have it affect my skin. It sounds dreadful. It sounds dreadful. All of the... Oh, my skin is so moisturized. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt. By your deeds we are set free. And we shall... Now I'm imagining if we go to Mericidia, we're going to see Bahamut Jr. And free shall we remain, as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Yessians. This I vow. Well, I kind of killed all the Asians, so... There's only one left. Hi, Tiamat.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Is this an Amalja? Who is this? Okay, because I was going to say, I don't really know someone.
Long have our peoples waged war.
Oh no, Cinder.
But no more.
No more. He talks like Hanzo from Overwatch.
Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
Sounds like Master Lund from Lunar. You would make peace with the Ul'dah then? Then let's put the past behind us, okay? Let's put the past behind us. Bygones, bygones, right?
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury.
If you are directing your rage at marginalized people, you need to start blowing smoke to the oppressors.
My brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool moment with the Amalja. I really like these fields too.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
Yeah, it only took a horrific disaster.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
We're so jaded to say that when we're like surrounded by bodies of Amalja and Garleans and stuff. Yeah. Then there's that. Then there's that. Just in the sky. Sometime earlier inside the Pagelthon Tower. Wait, is this the end of 5.5? Oh my god. Oh! Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, this is icky.
What in Relga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
No, I don't think that they are.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Get back!
Good. Oh.
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
I'm so grossed out right now. Oh, it's like carrying through veins. Okay. Oh, interesting. It kind of like siphoned all the
No!
lunar Ifrit.
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
And then like suddenly Uldam music comes up, like OMG. Suddenly Uldam music comes up. All right, so we just saw like lunar Ifrit. I suppose that was lunar Ifrit. And then we also saw that they're like Amalja were trapped in the walls, and it's like it reminded me of that Allegan thing that we found where they were being tortured to summon something. Do you remember that? They were being like tortured to sustain Bahamut. Yeah. Interesting. They summoned Lunar Ifrit. I see what's going on. Okay, while it would be too much to hope that we had seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow to this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arenvald's safe return. Kind of good news, bad news there, kid. You may now enter Pagelthon with a party of NPCs. Okay, so no, that was not the end of 5.5. Okay, so we have more. I do have to take a quick bio break, though. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for so long. It's been a really great Wednesday. Happy hump day. You're about halfway through your week. Just hang in there. You got this. I'm going to be back. Just quick bio break. And yeah, everybody put in your wheel entries and then I'll get to them when I come back. So starting with Cinders, I'll get you when I get back. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to put up a little timer so you have something to look at. If you haven't put your wheel entries for the day, go ahead and do that now. See you soon. All right, I have returned. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're having a really good time so far. Or a chill time, or a nice lurk, or an okay time. Or I hope that you're hate watching, and then you think that I'm stupid. Talking to the VOD again. Were you talking to the VOD again? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hilarious. All right, Cinder, let's get you on the wheel right here. You're on there, sir. Next up is Nami Star. We're going to get Nami Star up on that wheel. Nami, you're on the wheel. All right. We'll save the entries now. Congratulations, wheel enterers. Wheel entry people. Let's continue on with the MSQ. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. We must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the Frontistery. Frontistery? What a name! Your grace, what is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Paglethon, they came upon 2 scouts sent by a nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, has been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Oh, Alfino. Alfino loves Ironvault so much. Can you tell us aught of Ironvault's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout. Not save that it is grave. The Chirurgeons tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, he'll only get underfoot. Jocktal, Estinian, would you mind going after Alfino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see to it that the relevant people know what took place in Pagalthon. Come on, then. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Quizzy. How's it going, little jelly bean? How's it going, little jelly bean? Little jelly bean, Quizzy boy. Gonna give you a quick hug. All right, let's go to the Frontistery Chirurgeon. I never thought I would say something like that. I never thought I would say a sentence like that. Let's go to the Frontistery Chirurgeon. Let's go. It's just the Frontistery Chirurgeon. No different from your everyday, run-of-the-mill everyday Chirurgeon. I went to the wrong place. I went to go to the Hustings Strip. Victory. Sprint. I love the carpet sound here. I love running on the carpet here. It does sound so satisfying. It's like fit, 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 fit. M. Whoops, wrong way. Wait, this isn't the right way at all. What on earth? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. So I've got to take a left here and then another left? Okay. Let me in through these doors. Yes. I guess this is the Frontistery. I've never been to the Frontistery before. Hey, there's Estinian being all broody. What's up, broody? I take it Alfino is fond of Ehrenwald. I know how he feels, but hand-wringing isn't going to help anyone. You'd better have a word. Yeah, fond is one way of putting it. Please tell me something, anything. Oh my gosh. Alfino. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor? Master Demyeliet. Master Damyelio. What a name, Damyelio. Is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demyelio say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alfino, this isn't helping. But you're right, forgive me. When we said our farewells to Ehrenwald, I was afraid that something like this might happen, but now that it has, all we can do is wait. That's enough, Alfino. That's enough, kiddo. Reel it in, buddy. Ooh, that light is hitting me. Is that a little better? That's like a lot better.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Alfino is learning not to like centralize himself in other people's like pain.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Good.
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light.
Ooh, I like that she went low.
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
Dang.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
That's not what she's saying. She's saying keep it together.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
Killed. Kilt. What are you looking at?
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's
Good luck, Cinder.
would be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Oh, everybody roll a constitution save to see if you resist the urge to start singing the song.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
I know. There's nothing more I could do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. I mean, you just got schooled by Ferdola. That's pretty tough. Her grace invites the scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in her fragrant chamber. That's so weird. Fragrant chamber. That was my nickname in college. Ah. Memories. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Welcome to my house in the block. I call it Dutch oven. Right, Cinder, exactly. It's dinner time.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Oh, go on.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold.
Yes.
It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word.
Thank you.
Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission.
Yes.
Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Do you think Nanamo and Pippin are destined to be like Potato King and Queen? I think they might be. I kind of like them together. You know? It's like Rabban's two kids. Wait.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within.
Yeah.
Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Interesting.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald.
Oh.
In a disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
So it's tempered primals then.
It all begins to make sense.
So the
On closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
Okay.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns.
What do you mean?
Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Say more. How many? What kind?
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut.
Okay.
And the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
The Grand Companies, Your Grace. Is that wise?
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
Sweet.
It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do.
We should get a dragon to be our United Nations Seki of State.
Possible by the feats of heroism performed at Pagalfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Thank you. Super nice. All right, Neresis, let's get you on that wheel. Neresis wheel, Neresis wheel, Neresis wheel. Okay, you're on. Congratulations. Look, everybody's here. Let's catch up with everyone real quick. I see no reason to linger. I will take my leave. Oh, okay, bye. When you go to say hi to someone, only for them to leave. Amidst this great push for peace with the Beast tribes, we would do well to remember that the old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political balance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leader. That's That's insightful. Alfino knows only too well that the sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. What do you mean he knows only all too well? Because his friend got hurt? We're really centraling Alfino here. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared adventures with Ehrenwald, have you not? Then I shall say no more. We should kind of be caring more about how Ehrenwald feels. With the secrets of the tower thus laid bare, it's our duty to prevent further abductions. Our duty to prevent further abductions taketh new import. Failing this, and our enemies shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals. That's true. A lot of lunar primals. Even with the threat of tempering to contend with, the Grand Companies have quite a task on their hands. Regardless of a Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch of a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Sataru, would you? VPN is working? Success. Well done. Nice job, Cinder. Though we have won our first battle against the Telophoroi and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Interesting, Cinder. Okay. I'm really glad you got that working. That's good. Right then. Unless anyone has any objections, I think it's time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alfino. Arnvald's in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing back and forth about the Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and the readiness for the coming challenges. Rest is mentioned. If all are in agreement, then I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging when the time is available. He's so sad. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl, in particular, has a few matters she is keen to discuss. One of which concerns you, Estidian, believe it or not. You will join, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. If I refused, she would only pursue me. That part is true. That part is true. Let's get this over with, shall we? Tataru, if Tataru has business with you, she will find you. She will make sure that she gets her business done with you. We've been told to rest more than one time, which is kind of scary. You never really know what that's going to do. She will always find you. Oh, yes. That Baldessian woman. She's watching, Kaj. Always watching. Get out of my head. Brain cell. Brain cell. Wait. Oh, God. Got it.
I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Go on.
Thanks to Ehrenwald's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald.
Looming edifice. I dated someone with that nickname.
Answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Yes! Yes! I agree!
It is possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Watch him.
I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter.
Watch them.
Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
So Kryl is the new Elidibus?
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know. That day in the Crystarium, right? Well, that was to everybody. That was to everybody. Well, I'm just gonna say it.
When Elidibus sought to make warriors of light, that was the voice which calls constantly to all who might hear it.
Oh, okay.
I spoke of direct communication.
Oh.
When Hydaelyn communed solely with you.
Oh.
A far rarer occurrence.
Okay.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken.
Sorry, I'm dumb. Y'shtola.
And grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
Wax?
Mayhap she is.
Nerissa's
Following
basically.
my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own, and as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed, and while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me
she
when
noticed.
I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times.
She's telling Alphino, I'm sorry to leave you.
Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Oh, the puppy dog eyes. Not the puppy dog eyes.
I want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault.
Okay. Gonna need you to back away from my kid.
Never turn your back on those in need.
Oh, all right. All right, go on.
Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing.
Fair.
I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go.
Aww.
If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian.
That was a roller coaster of a speech because it was like, it was a no, and then it was yes, and then it was a no.
You have my word.
Aww. You made Alphino smile.
And now I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
Oh gosh, talk about jinxing it. First Neresis with the DDoS attacks and now this.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Charlian, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics.
They will.
A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
He means his dad.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
He's like, if I know my dad, you're gonna have a tough time up there. Good luck, Crow. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 10 of us, right? So I feel like we almost have enough to make a new convocation. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Okay. Okay. This is getting a bit... It's getting a bit much. Xenos.
Well... Does this one meet with your approval?
Nah.
Apparently not. Or... could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
He's like, are you mad? Are you mad?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure.
Do you truly wish to die so soon?
It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Didn't even flinch.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance.
I do love it.
But the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
He's so fun.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use.
Wow.
Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
Pick a sword, any sword.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
I like Xenos' new outfit. That's pretty dope. Reminds me of like a marriage between Cypher and Squall.
Not quite what I was expecting.
You know what I mean?
Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember what he's doing. Revealing a new class, right? It's like a new class reveal for Endwalker. He's picking up a Reaper Blade, right? It looks like I'm gonna have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops at every corner of the realm, which is not to say that I don't trust the Alliance, because they do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows at a primal in the near future, but every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. This is the least I can do to support the Scions who risk life and limb. Like poor Ironvald. Wish there was something we could do to help him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do well to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Oh, we got an achievement. Let me check chat. That was the end of 0.5. That's exactly what I was saying. And then we had to wait until 0.55 to see what he'd picked up. Oh, cool. Ranjit was the reveal. He's revealing Garuda. He's revealing a Garuda, is what he's revealing. Although Arenvald and I both served as Scions, I am afraid that I've had few opportunities to speak with the lad. I do hope he is fit to return to active duty soon. When the tower rose up in Yangsha, my first thought was to stay in Doma to keep my grandfather safe. When we had heard the news of Bahamut's return, he bid me return to the Rising Stones to aid my fellow Scions. It's Alien! He sends his regards, by the way. It's Alien! That's cool. But the grandfather's staying in Yangsha with Kugane. With Home, I suppose. Hori Boulder succeeded, certainly cut it a fine... Whoa. Hori Boulder certainly cut a fine figure as he set off on his latest mission. I was sad to see him leave, and my nights will be lonelier with just the one brother to keep me company. Oh my god. What happened, Dave? What happened, Dave? Hey, Ryle's back. I've been keeping my good eye on the towers and telling others to do the same. Because I don't just mean us Scions, I got a whole network of scouts to keep me informed. Alice has been teaching me how to cure tempering using a porksy. I must say, the thought of being in such close proximity to one of the afflicted is rather daunting. A bus trip to DC on the 4th of July, special 250th anniversary fireworks. Oh wow, it's a fundraiser for the Flight of AIDS Walk. That is scary, Dave. Stay safe. Stay safe. Save some thirst for the rest of us, Aenor. Aenor says no. Aenor says she can be as thirsty as she wants, and so can you. She says if you want to join her in her thirst, you can sit down right next to her. She'll teach you how to do it. She says all you got to do is treat men the way men treat women. It's great. We've sent Coltonet and the others to be our eyes and ears in the field. Whenever the Telephoroi appear next, we'll be among the first to know. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, wow, Dave, that's horrendous. Oh, I'm really glad that they're doing something with that, you know? Oh, that's... Rest in peace. As of this moment, you are under strict orders to get as much rest as possible. After all, our man fighting... We need our man fighting Fib and the Telephoroi reel their ugly heads again. None can deny that Heidelin's blessing has been a good boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regard to her true intentions. Given everything we've learned from our encounters with the Ascians, we must keep our minds open to any and all possibilities. It strikes me as odd that rather than marching on any one of the city-states, the Telephoroi have so far made only sporadic attacks. Sporadic means once in a while. I doubt they'd go to this trouble of putting up all of the towers if that was all they had in store for us. Hope you don't mean sporadically. They said just before I head out, just because I think I did miss it. Triss, the wheel. Yes, you did miss it, Triss. I was thoroughly disappointed. Okay. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Triss. Thanks for lurking all day today. Hope you had a really nice work day, that you take care and get home safe. I had a lot of calls from the old people who don't want anything to do with the AIDS charity, so it was really touching and one of the main reasons she wants to go. That's important. That's important. Stream did go well. Thank you for asking. Stream did go well. You were missed, but I will see you when next you can join us. Ciao. The sudden appearance of the towers would certainly not have escaped the forum's notice. I would like to think that they would be receptive to Kryle's request for cooperating in investigating the matter, but unfortunately, their reputation would suggest otherwise. If you need my lance, I'll be ready. Hear that, Ami? If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation of the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Silence are in close contact with the East Aldenard Trading Company of Kugane, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find any in these parts. Sun-dried squid? Yeah, I don't think I could eat squid. I don't know. Is squid as intelligent as octopi? Because, like, apparently an octopus is smarter than, like, 5 of me. So, I don't know. If I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. See, I heard it. See, I can't eat anything that could probably use a soundboard to tell me that it'd rather not be eaten. You know what I mean? Quizzy! Hey, Quiz! How's it going, friend? Did you catch up on all the cutscenes? I gotta head into where are we headed to? We're headed to the first because I gotta go talk to I gotta talk to things. I gotta talk to things. Yeah, so I'm trying to reduce my meat intake currently. I'm figuring it out and I'm doing it slowly. I want to reduce it to birds and fish, if possible. If possible. I envy the pigs. Pigs are great. Pigs are great people. Dave is a great guy. Oh, I see what you're talking about. They also... oh, wow, okay. In this one aspect, I envy the pigs. Jesus. These are absolutely nuts. I didn't realize that there could be a fate in this area. I genuinely didn't realize there could be a fate in this area. That's a horrible name for a character. Lolly Hikari? It's gross. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing? I gotta go to the first. Gotta return. We got to return to Crystarium. And then from there, I'm going to teleport to... We got to head to Amarang? To do Eden raids, right? That's going to be in Amarang, right? Figure I'll get those started, right? Why not? We'll get started on those Eden raids. Because we got to close out the raids before we finish off Shadowbringers. So that's where we're at right now. So we're headed to the Emerald launch. We're going to go to Amarang and then fly around. Speaking of pigs, Oh, yeah? What are you doing there on Friday? Travel to Amarang? Yes, please. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. Have a good time. Send my regards to Broadway. I love this music. This nighttime music is lovely. Ah, beautiful. I should also probably unlock the... I should probably also unlock the Savage Eden raids. Which Savage Eden raid do I need to have unlocked in order to get the mount? Yalfort is bearing the tidings of some description. Yes. Is that the bed from Little Nemo? No, but there is a magicked bed. There absolutely is. There is a magicked bed mount, and it's amazing. Titan, I think? Okay. So we'll see how far I have to go to do that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I could always look it up after stream. No big deal. Thank you, though, Shaked. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Urianger. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requested that you return to the Crystarium and meet him at the Wandering Stairs. Not the most likely of places for the important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Oh, okay, wait a minute. So I'm doing these out of order then? Was there... I guess there was plot advancement that I was supposed to take care of during... Or like after 5.4 maybe? Maybe I was supposed to do that then. That's okay, no big deal. So we'll finish the 5.4 advancement, get ready for the raids. That's what we'll do. Okay, we'll go get a drink at the Crystarium. Ooh, I'm definitely looking forward to my soup today. I'm getting a little bit of a rumbly in my tumbly. Pretty excited about it, though. I prepped beef stew. And last night I wasn't really feeling too hungry for dinner, so I ended up just having like a bowl of rice and beans, which is very filling. And then later on in the night, I started making these oatmeal shakes, which they're kind of chalky, but they're very filling. I gotta figure out a way to make those a little bit better. Rice and beans is so good, especially my beans. Kaj, if you, oh boy, if you ever feel like getting some extra ingredients, you get some rosito and sofrito and achiote, some adobo. Oh my gosh, you could use it for quite a few things, but let me tell you, beans, my special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall when bang, crashed, the lightning flashed him. Well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at least pray. Accept my apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. Alright, so this is a previously on Shadowbringers moment. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Reen's been telling me about? These are words best delivered in person. Yeah, this is a previously. Did something happen to the empty? Look at my feet dangling. Not that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium and the propagation of flora continues apace. So what is this about then? As thou art aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the source. However, unlike Jocktal, Thancred and I only exist as ether, giving corporeal form. Our bodies remaineth on the source. though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. See you later, Dave. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you later. We're going to wrap up fairly shortly, but I appreciate you hanging out. Have a good one. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now with the wheels of change and the empty set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come. I just... You still have Gaia and not Tal. I know that you'll see this through to the end, together. We will. I may not be half the woman Minfilia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their worlds and let their actions do the talking. Save their words, got it, and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Just promise you won't transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Reen and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. Of course. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be solved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers thou seekest or nay, let not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thine will is thine own. Never forget this. I won't. The time of our departure is at hand. You know that no matter what we may be, no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your success. Oh, okay, so yeah, we would have taken care of that in 5.4. With Urianger and Thancred set to leave the first, it seems wise to share this development with Yalfort, who will continue to oversee expeditions in the empty. Okay. So I gotta go back to Amarang now? That's fine. Mate Thatch! That person's name is funny. Mate Thatch! Looks like Sayela has another quest for us. I think we need to do that as well. Safekeeping. Sayela appears surprised, though not displeased to see you. So maybe I'll do that one as well before we do 5.55. That seems like a good idea, right? Let's go to more. Let's teleport to Mordsuk. Close out this quest. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything all right? Well, Thancred and Urianger are outies, so... Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions, should any further forays into the empty be required. Safe travels, Master Natal. And we got Bluefield's orchestration roll. Nice. Orchestrion. Very cool. All right. That's the end of our adventures today, everybody. I had a really good time. Next time, we're going to continue with the Eden adventures. And then if we do the Eden raids and then we have time after that, I'll do the Sayela quest. But we're going to make sure to do the Sayela quest and the Eden adventures before we finish Shadowbringers, because I feel like that's good storytelling. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here, Kaj. Thank you. And we've got like, what are we doing? We've got like 2 or 3 days left of February, right? So we're almost into March. And I just want to say thank you so much for getting me so close to all of my goals, for getting us close to the big goal and over halfway to our sub goal. So thanks everyone for that. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you, Quizzy. You made my world a better place just by being in it. Now go out there and do the same for others, okay? I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, Astrid. Bye, Quizzy. Bye, Kaj. Bye, Dave. Shanked. Nami. Triss was here. Just naming names. Good to see you guys. Bye. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye, Quiz. Bye-bye.